Well, hi, everybody. Brendan Gulick with you from Baldwin Wallace as we get ready for the 2022 OAC Baseball Tournament. Yellow Jackets are the 3 seed this year, and they'll head to Marietta on Wednesday to get ready for Thursday's first-round action. We're here with head coach Brian Harrison, getting ready for yet another OAC tournament. It's great that this has been a frequent part of your program. You guys have constantly gotten to the tournament. You got a bunch of experience. You've won the tournament. You've made runs in the NCAA. I guess when you think about this team this year, how does this group and sort of the momentum you have going into the tournament remind you of some of the other teams you've had with success in years past here?
Well, first, always good seeing you, man. Always good having you on campus. I know you went to the school on the east side, so it's good having you here on the west side. But this team's as good as any team as we've had. Offensively, we're really good. I mean, really good. We've got Dawson on the front line on the mound, and we've got a chance. I think this team can make a run just like any other team we've had.
When you think about what you've seen just across the conference this year, a 12-5 record, you've certainly played well. Is the league this year as strong as it's been in years past? How do you try to measure that along the way?
Conference is good. Conference is good. We've had 4 teams nationally ranked. I think we have 4 teams right now ranked in the region. Marietta is ranked obviously number 1 in the country. They're good. They're good. We'd like another shot at them here in the tournament, but I think that in 2015 we had 5 teams nationally ranked, and this year reminds me of that year.
When you think of the makeup of your offense, what do you feel you guys really hang your hat on? Because it feels like you've done a lot of things well.
Well, first of all, it comes down to good players, right? And then we got the X factor, which is Tommy D, right? So our guys are eating a lot of protein and get in the weight room and do some shrugs because they want to be like Tommy D. And then he does an incredible job with these guys. He gets them to play with confidence. He's an unbelievable hitting guy. So the combination of protein, Tommy D, and great players like Alex Ludwick and Drew Wilson, it's been a fun year.
Is there a coffee pot that's going to make the trip, or does that get left behind?
No. We may leave a player, but the coffee pot's definitely making the trip. There's no question about that. We gotta bring the juice. That's Garrett McLeod's job. He's great at his ability to make coffee has improved throughout the year. We're proud of him.
It's an underrated quality. You got to have a guy that can do that.
Yep.
What's it going to take for you guys to come away with a tournament championship this weekend?
Great pitching and defense. That's baseball, right? But we've got some unbelievable hitters that if these guys get hot, not many teams can stop them. So, and I like our guys. I like our chances. They're tough. They're assertive, and I like our guys.
Before I let you go, I want to give you a chance to say something nice about the 3 guys we're going to talk to here in just a moment. Alex and Luke and Drew have all had really solid seasons. They're all conference caliber players. Your thoughts on the way they've played this year?
Oh my goodness, incredible! They're putting up like video game numbers. It's it's fun to watch. I don't know. You just show up to the yard and you get out of their way. You know what I mean? They take ownership on what they're doing. They're great dudes. They're great students. Great people. It's just fun. It makes it fun to come to the park. We talk about it all the time. We get to do this. You know what I mean? And when you just surround yourself with good people, it's just fun to come to the yard. I love watching them play. I'm gonna miss, watching Alex play. I've watched him now 9 years here at BW. So I'm gonna miss watching them play. It's fun. I mean, they're older. And have got a lot of experience. The numbers are video game numbers. It's fun.
This is the best time of year for college baseball. I know you guys are excited to have a chance, another 30-win season, and tournament time's the best. Best of luck and have a bunch of fun. Brendan Gulick back with Alex Ludwick, who's had an unbelievable career at Baldwin Wallace, and certainly trying to end that on a high note. Alex, I know this is a fun time of year. Tournament time is the best time in college baseball, and because you've been a part of this program for a while and you've been a part of some success, when you get to this time of year, how have you been able to better prepare yourself to get ready to play well in a tournament now that you've done it several times?
Yeah, so honestly, the experience is a big thing. I've been in this tournament, the OAC tournament, for 4 years out of the 5 because of COVID and stuff. And I've had a lot of takeaways from each one of the years, with each different team that we've had going into the playoffs. It's just all about having fun and just doing the little things and pitching the ball well and playing some good defense, and that just takes you a long way in these tournaments. And I think we got a great group of guys to do it this year, and I'm very excited for it.
Well, you're a Northeast Ohio guy, and I know that weather can be kind of a coin flip in Northeast Ohio in the springtime. You've had a lot of frustrating days, been too wet. Obviously at home you got a great facility to play on, but there's a lot of unpredictability this time of year. How do you try to stay ready when you're not sure on a given day if you're going to get a chance to play or not, if the weather's going to cooperate, but you got to keep your body ready?
I think we're playing every day. I've always had that mentality where, the weather's not going to stop me from doing my thing, and I hope my teammates the same thing. They think that too. It just really showed against John Carroll how we performed against them in the freezing rain on senior day, and it was pretty awesome playing in that weather. So just battling a little adversity, it just comes with the sport. And I just think it makes you just a stronger individual and as an athlete as well.
What was senior day like for you to have your family and friends here?
Oh, it was awesome. It was a great experience. A win over John Carroll is always a great thing, and always ending your conference with a win in the column, ending the season on some wins. Those are big going into the tournament, keep the momentum going and just catching fire.
Got a chance to play Marietta and Otterbein, Mount Union, some combination of those teams this weekend. Coach Harrison was talking about how strong he thinks the conference is, the fact that lots of teams have been ranked. You guys have obviously had a good year at 30-9, but I know your goals are still ahead of you. When you think about what you saw this year from Marietta and Otterbein and Mount Union, what stands out to you about the way they've played?
They all have their things, They're all very great programs. They're all coached really well at their schools, but I think here we just stand out compared to them. Every team has their holes, and when you find those holes, it's easier to go up against them, and it's easy to prep for those games and stuff like that. So I think we have a pretty good sense of who we're going against, and I think we're more than confident that we could beat them all. I think we can make a good run.
Looking forward to watching you along the way this weekend. Since we may not have a chance to talk to you down in Marietta this weekend, I want to give you a chance to maybe reflect for a moment on what you've accomplished, because your time here is it's frankly been one of the better careers in the history of BW baseball. You've accomplished an awful lot, and I know you're team focused. I know you want to go out and win a championship this weekend. But when you think about what you hoped your experience might be like when you were in high school, and look at it now and think about, gee, look what I've had a chance to do. How has that measured up to what you hoped it would be?
I've exceeded every goal that I wanted to coming into college. I didn't know how I was going to develop as a person and as an athlete along the way here, but I've exceeded all my expectations of what I've wanted to accomplish and what I've wanted to be as a person. And it's just a big thanks to Coach Harrison and Coach D for doing that. They're great role models. I always tell them, you guys are like my dads to me and all that. So I think that they helped me along the way trying to find myself as I went through the path of college and playing baseball here. And I've been grateful ever since, and it's been a ride here.
Look forward to seeing you play one more time here this weekend, and hopefully for several more weeks as we make our way toward the D3 College World Series again. Listen with us as we get ready for a really big opportunity here this weekend down in Marietta. Drew, it's been a great year for you personally, and obviously a good year as a team. Why don't we start on the individual side? How do you feel about the way you've kind of gone out there and performed this year?
I've been happy with how I played. I've set a career high for my home runs at 5, which is pretty good for me. I think I've been pitching it pretty well. Not done yet, so I still need to focus and not really too concerned about what's happened in the past, but the biggest baseball is ahead of us, so now is when I need to be at my best.
What's it mean for you to represent this university and to play with your teammates here?
Oh, the teammates are the reason I'm here. I mean, I love these guys. I love the coaches. I love being a Baldwin Wallace Yellow Jacket. Just getting to experience all this with the team and the success we've had, it's just made it so much more fun.
It's a really good conference this year. You've had a chance to see some extremely high caliber competition. You played the #1 team in the country. Not too many teams get a chance to do that. So you kind of know what the measuring stick is. How do you feel this team is prepared right now, knowing what the top end competition looks like? How do you feel you guys are prepared coming into the tournament?
I think we could just as easily be the #1 team in the country. I have the most confidence in our team out of anybody. I mean, I think we're just as good as anyone. I think we pitch it just as well. We have some incredible hitters. I'm not concerned on that side. It just depends if we can play the best ball and we show up to the field. whatever team plays better that day is going to win, and I have the complete, utter, full confidence in the Yellow Jackets.
What do you think about the facility you're going to play in? And Marietta's got one of the cooler baseball facilities, and not just the conference, but in the country. They typically have a great crowd. Yep. What kind of conjures up in your mind when you think about a chance to go and compete down there?
Well, they got a nice turf field, like we do. I think the only thing they kind of have on us is they got lights. So if we get to play at night, that would make it more fun. I'm excited. I hope there's a big crowd. It would make it more fun. It would make it even better to win there with more people. So I'm excited. It's a great place to play baseball.
Well, congratulations on a good season so far. I hope there's a whole lot more for you in front of you.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
With us here as we get ready for the OAC tournament. And Luke, I know this is a team that has kind of hung their hat on what they've done offensively this year. As a group, you guys have achieved at a super high level, but individually, you've had a great year. When you think about what you hoped you'd accomplish at the beginning of the season, whatever goals you set for yourself, and now that you've seen those play out, where are you on your own progress bar?
Yeah, I'm really happy with how I've performed so far this season. I think we put in a lot of work this off season to get me where I wanted to be. Some swing changes and just a lot of confidence coming into this year that I was gonna progress and be a great hitter. And I'm happy. I still got work to do, but giving ourselves a good chance here.
Can you give us an idea at some of the things you've been working on, the swing changes that you've gone through?
Yeah, mostly just trying to be flat through the zone, barrel path, just trying to give myself the best chance to succeed. I think last year I was a little crazy with the barrel, going in and out of the zone. This year, done a lot of work with the hack attack, some high velo stuff to clean things up and get me to be consistent.
As you think about this time of year and sort of what you guys are trying to accomplish as a team, your goals are very much right in front of you. Yeah. You work all year for the hope to play in the OAC tournament and a chance to make the national tournament. And with a good weekend, it's certainly possible. Give us an idea from maybe a pitching and a defense side where you think this team is as you get ready.
Yeah, I love the way our pitchers have been throwing it. I think they've been really good down the stretch, throwing the ball in the zone, not walking people, and really we've had some dominant performances defensively as well. I think, it comes back. We talk always about reverting back to our training, and we've been practicing at a high level all year, and we're hoping to fall back on that defensively and on the mound. So we'll see.
We had a chance to talk with Alex and with Drew. What kind of teammates are they?
Oh, great guys, both of them. They're different guys. Luddy is an incredible competitor. He's a guy that you love to have on your team, but you'd hate to play against him. And D. Willie, just the ultimate friend, the ultimate good guy teammate. With a competitive edge as well. Love being by those guys.
Well, we certainly appreciate you stopping by and spending a little time. Hope it's a really fun weekend and a long weekend for you as you get ready for the OAC tournament.
Yes, sir. Thank you very much. I appreciate it.
We'll certainly enjoyed our conversations with Alex and Luke and Drew, and of course Coach Harrison as we get ready for this weekend's OAC tournament. I want to remind you how you can follow along down at Marietta. It is a potentially a 7-game tournament, but could be as few as 5. The tournament will be on Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, hosted by Marietta College. Of course, Marietta, the top seed, then Otterbein, then the Jackets, and Mount Union is the 4 seed. The 1-4 game is Thursday at 1 o'clock. The Jackets are going to play the second game of the day, roughly 4 o'clock, but of course depends on how that first game ends, opening up with Otterbein in game 1. Then on Friday, the winners play in the morning, followed by the losers bracket game to get the first team out. The third game of the day on Friday will get us down to 2 teams for Saturday's championship finals, and we will crown an OAC champion in Marietta on Saturday afternoon. That's the plan. Of course, weather looks great for this weekend. We're certainly excited about that. Thankfully, it's been a long spring, and glad things are finally looking up now moving forward here this weekend. You can follow all weekend long on bwyellowjackets.com for all of the latest. Follow us on Twitter at BW Game Day if you want game day updates. The BW Athletics Twitter account is BW Athletics, or you can follow the baseball team at BWU Baseball. Again, I'm Brendan Gulick. Good luck to the Jackets playing this weekend as they chase an OAC championship here again in 2022.